Have you called my charger? Sure, just add it. We'll talk. Can you take a look at this giant hole? That hole is easier to repair than the printer. Okay, let's talk about how to get rid of that spider. Attach the braces to the support beam. Attach what to what? Go back a step. No problem. Let's go back on step 3. Only on step 3? A message from the soft component of research and deliciousness. Did you know your new favorite burger has hand smashed patties made to order, hot and melting cheese, and a tangy sauce? How good to me. Let me introduce you. Jack Double Sonic Smasher, not half price food you try. I'm a genius. I figured out how to make those wings fly. That's going to be tricky without wings. Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it. How? Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Yo, yo. Let me know where you're watching from. Lakers versus the Knicks. Lakers versus Knicks. 72-61. 72-61. Favor of the Knicks. Let me know where you're watching from. Knicks are up. It's a lot that went on today. Cenat was on Stephen A. Smith's First Take, calling LeBron the GOAT because he scored 50,000 points. We're going to get into that, too. And we got Kendrick Perkins saying that LeBron is the best player in the NBA. Well, tonight, I have an important stat that I want to actually, matter of fact, let's just switch this up real fast. Let's see. In the third quarter, I want to switch this. This is important here. Yeah. This is important here. It says the Lakers are +7 when Luka is on the court. Lakers are +7 when Luka's on the court. And when Luka is, how you doing? When Luka is off the court, according to the analytics tonight, they are -9. We got Luka on the court +7, and we have Luka off the court. And he's a -9 with there's a -9 with LeBron on the court. So that's important. 74-61, because my question is, how is LeBron James the best player in the NBA if he's a -9 without Luka on the court? What's up? 63-74. So yeah, we got Luka on the court. When Luka's off the court, the Lakers are -9, and when Luka's on the court, he's +7. The Lakers are +7. Karl Anthony Towns, he just out of bounds. Karl Anthony Towns has just been struggling, man. Every time he plays against the Lakers, he's just struggling. I'm a little disappointed, man. He's too big to, especially for them not to have a real rim protector. That's a little disappointing. See, they double teaming him. Now he turned it over. I don't even call that defense. That's just a bonehead play by Karl Anthony Towns, man. If you can't make the play, call a timeout. Call a timeout. They got 4 timeouts or 3 timeouts. I'm looking at the bars on the screen. But yeah, so we got a +7. So that's clearly telling me right now that Luka Doncic
is the best player on the Lakers because he's a +7. The Lakers are a +7 when he's on the court. The Knicks got some defenders. Another foul. Doncic going back to the free throw line. Curry had another 40-point game. I'm sure that they're probably going to mention it, but they're not going to glaze over it like they would glaze over LeBron scoring 50,000 points. So um, pretty sad. That's pretty sad. 74-64 in favor of the Knicks. 65-74 in favor of the Knicks. What's up? Let me know where you're watching from. Knicks versus Lakers, 74-65. And as we're looking currently right now, the Lakers are a +7. I want to keep driving that in. The Lakers are a plus. Oh, get the rebound. The Lakers are a +7 with Luka on the court and a -9 with him off the court. You can see I got it on the screen right here. Okay, still yep. Jump ball. Nice defense. Jump ball. I want to bring this clip up. Here goes this clip here. I got a video clip to bring up here.
Are
Yo,
we
yo, yo.
sure
All right, we're gonna
that
bring this
Nikola
clip up here.
Jokic is the best player in the league right now today? That LeBron James is the best player in the NBA.
So,
In the
Nicole,
NBA.
your boy Kendrick Perkins. Let's
We
look at this.
sure that Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league right now today? That LeBron James is the best player in the NBA.
Y'all hear that? Kendrick Perkins said today, or yesterday actually, that LeBron James is better than Nikola Jokic. I gotta play it one more time. Come
Are
on,
we
man.
sure
Right now in
that
the game.
Nikola
Look
Jokic
at this.
is the best player in the league right now today? That LeBron James is the best player in the NBA.
Come on. Now, when was the last time LeBron James won a regular season MVP? I think it was 2014. That was the last time he won a MVP. So how is he better than Nikola Jokic when Nikola Jokic won 3 straight regular season MVPs, and he won the title in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they swept LeBron James and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and then they went on to from there they went on and maybe beat them like 8 or 9 more times in a row. All right, into this recent one, and on top of it, uh, they won against the Denver Nuggets in the uh, in the playoffs last year, 4-1. But according to Kendrick Perkins, he's saying that LeBron James is the best player in the
Are
NBA
we
right now.
sure
Listen to this fool.
that Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league right now today? That LeBron James is the best player in the NBA.
Now, are you saying that LeBron James is better than SGA? Are you saying that? Because SGA right now was in the MVP conversation. And before Anthony Davis left and went to Dallas, he was the Lakers' best player. I have the stats to pull that up too. According to ESPN, Anthony Davis was leading them in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals, and LeBron James was leading them in. He's leading the Lakers in assists. So if that's the case, how could it be true what Kendrick Perkins just said? If Anthony Davis was leading them in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals, everything except assists, just like he did in 2020 in the bubble year during the regular season, he led him in points, rebounds, blocks, and assists. Not in assists and steals. LeBron led him in assists. How is it that LeBron's the best player on the team? Unless we're just trying to promote a narrative, you know, this is propaganda just to push an agenda because he's one of the he is the most popular player in the NBA. So my question is, you know, there's nobody to challenge Perkins. See, this is why, I feel like the TV, the media is a little bit it's a little bit crazy because what happens is people just come back and they're going to repeat this without actually checking the analytics. When I check the analytics, I end up seeing, uh, oh, Kai can't even play basketball. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a good question. We can bring up Kai. I got Kai's also. Let's bring up Kai's. I'm glad you reminded me of that right now. Let's bring up Kai's. Uh, I got Kai also. We're gonna bring Kai up. Said my storage is full. I need to upgrade. Uh, we bring up Kai. Okay, I'm about to bring up Kai. Delete this. Let's bring up him. All right. I'm trying to add the Kai Cenat video because he's right. Kai Cenat, right now, he's not the best player in the NBA. He's not even the best player on the team. He's not even the best player on the team. Look at this. Let's look. Let's look. Let's look at this. When Luka Doncic is off the court, the Lakers are a -9. When Luka Doncic is on the court, he's a plus. The Lakers are a +7. So if the Lakers are a +7 with Luka Doncic on the court, and when he's off the court, they are -9. How is it that LeBron is the best player? Help me out. Help me out here. Help me understand that. The math ain't mathing. If Anthony Davis was the best player for the Lakers until he was traded, how is it that LeBron James is the best player in the NBA? LeBron has taken the most field goals on the team, yet Anthony Davis was leading him in points with less field goals. It is 70-78. Lakers are down by 8 points. I just showed you the analytics. I showed you the analytics right here. I got it on here. The Lakers are a +7 with Luka on the court. So that means Luka is the more impactful player. Don Connect got blocked. 80, 70, 156. Yeah, that means that Luka is more impactful. Second seed before that trade. Yeah. Well, they weren't bad either. I think what were they? The fourth seed? They were like the fourth seed. They weren't bad either. but they're a +7 with Luca, so that means Luca is more important than LeBron James. That means they could probably win without LeBron. But ESPN will glaze all night long. 73-80. Dalton Connect hits a three. That's some bad defense right there. You said they were the six? Yeah, but they were beating up on teams that were hobbled. Let's bring up another stat. I got another stat for you right here. I'm gonna bring up another stat. Let's look it up right here. Uh, I got another stat. Let's get it in. All right, check it out. Here go another stat right here. Anthony Davis led them in points before the trade. This is before the trade. Points, rebounds. LeBron led them in assists. And I think Anthony Davis also led them in blocks and steals. So that tells me that Anthony Davis was the best player on the Lakers because he led in all of these categories. Here it goes right here. We not even thinking about you, Martinez. But you want to know why? Because I think you done squeezed the nut juice out of LeBron. That's what I think. I don't even think there's any left because you don't even talk basketball. The only thing you say is some idiotic stuff like you a hater. Like show the points. Show us proof because what we're seeing right here is Anthony Davis averaged 25.7 points per game, 11.9 rebounds per game. So he led them in points and rebounds, which means he was their best player. LeBron James didn't lead them in rebounds dog, and points. So he was more of an impactful player. We look up here, we see more of an impactful player. So are the stats lying or am I hating? I'm just showing you the stats. But if you stop squeezing the nut juice out of them, maybe you can open up your eyes and understand the game of basketball. The bronze sexuals are idiotic, man. They're idiotic. Only thing they do is just quote what ESPN tells them to quote. Other than that, they don't have any type of basketball knowledge. Well, he scored 50,000 points and nobody else did it. He played 20, he's playing 22 seasons. Nobody played 22 seasons. So of course he's gonna have the most points. But what they fail to check off the boxes, like, okay, he got 6 finals losses. And not only does he have 6 finals losses, he has it with the most help in the NBA as far as teammates, All-Star and Hall of Famer help than anybody. So it's like he should have a better finals record, but he doesn't. He doesn't. You on my page, I could talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. If you want to talk about another franchise, then go the Bleacher Report, go somewhere else. But you see, you want to know what's crazy about that? When we do post like about the Golden State Warriors, you guys don't say anything because you want to know why? You got your mouth so wide open to bite down on this man's nuts that you can't even think of anything else. You can't even think to talk about anything else. There's other topics to talk about, but this is the only one to get you all bothered. I mean, are you his girlfriend or something? The way you on here, you on my page, I could talk about somebody else. If I wanted to, if I want to. But right now, the Lakers game is on, and they're playing the Knicks, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, right here, 84-73, the stats are showing that Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers. Luca hasn't played as many as games as Davis, but just in the short games that he has played, I think it might have been 8 or 9 or something like that. He's more impactful. The numbers are showing he's more impactful. He's showing that James is a -9. I'm sorry, showing that Luca and the Lakers are a -9 when he's not on the court. So it's the same thing like with the Golden State Warriors. When you remove Steph Curry off the court, the plus minus changes because Steph Curry is the most impactful player and the most important player on that team. Not saying that the other players aren't important, because Steph really, yeah, he can't win without having a good unit around him. But if you remove Steph, he is the most impactful. I don't understand what's so hard for you dodo birds to understand that. I don't get it. Who was that? Dalton Connect. Okay. Dalton Connect hits a half court, 376, 84. They just got to play a little bit better. Yeah, I bet he would run then. He ain't got nothing else to say. He ain't got nothing else to say because he's a Glazer. He's a LeBron Glazer. I don't even think these are Lakers fans, man, honestly, because they didn't start being alleged Laker fans until that Queen came over.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine.
Are you seeing it?
Nope. Telling them I want to go on
Now,
vacation.
Anthony Davis played a game and a half for the no, sorry, he played half of a game for the Dallas Mavericks before an injury, and he was looking like he was about to be the best player on that team. Did he have like 30 points before the half? But his body failed him. I don't know if he's going to come back. I heard Klay Thompson's dad saying that Klay feels like he's in purgatory right now because he left the Golden State Warriors. He felt like he had a chance to prove to the Warriors organization that he would be able to make the playoffs without him. And now Klay Thompson's dad says with all these injuries, he wouldn't be surprised if they lost 10 in a row because you got Kyrie Irving, who uh, man, that was a nasty injury. It was gruesome. So if you don't like looking at gruesome injuries, don't look at that one. And then got Daniel Gafford is out. I forgot Derek Lively is out, and then you also have Anthony Davis. The whole team is out, and you can't tell me that that wasn't a playoff team. That was the playoff team, but the injuries. And the thing is so crazy about it is this is March. It hasn't even been a full month since the trade deadline, right? It's almost well, maybe it's a couple days over, and their whole team has blown up in their face. All the trades they made, everything they did to win now, blew up in less than 3 or 4 weeks. It ain't even been a month. Less than 3 weeks, it blew up in their face. So that's got to be an awful feeling. And Clay's got to be kicking himself in the butt right now because they got Jimmy Butler and they're 10-1. They're 10-1. Okay. And Clay's got to be looking like, hey, when you look back and you're a Kevin Durant and you look back and you are a Klay Thompson, you got to let the Warriors, they had their struggles because Curry, they did win a championship in 2022, but they, not having enough help. Every team needs some help, and Curry can't really shoulder the burden all the way by himself. But when he has a little bit of help, it shows that, he got Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is not like a knockdown 3 point or Klay Thompson, or a Kevin Durant type of player, but he's impactful, right? And so it shows that when Steph Curry has a little bit of help, that the potential for the Warriors are the ceiling. It's all the way up here. When just a little bit of help, when they won in 2022 the championship, he didn't have another um, top 75 player. Even though I personally believe that that was wrong, that Klay Thompson did not make the top 75. Because I'm sure there's someone that's on that top 75 that played in the 30s or the 50s or something or 60s that we could remove because Klay Thompson, is a great Klay is the man, but he didn't make the top 75, and Kyrie Irving didn't make the top 75 either. And but they said that was because he did make the top 75, but they removed him because he didn't take the what during the pandemic year. So they had to take him off because of that, which was crazy. If he would have took the what, then he would have been on the top 75. So 84-76 in favor of the Lakers. 84-76. The Knicks gonna have to dang near play a perfect game. Blocking foul right there. And JJ Redick is acting like he can't believe that it's a blocking foul. They're gonna have to play it perfect. So yeah. So yeah, I did see Kai, but the problem with that is Kai Cenat is a He don't know nothing about basketball. How old is Kai? We're gonna bring this back up. Says I run out of storage.
Hey, look, cause
Come
I
on,
ain't gonna
come
lie,
on, come on.
Steven.
All right,
You when it
here we
comes
got
to
Kai up here.
LeBron James, you start hating. That's how I feel. Cause I feel
Oh
like
my
you more of
Lord.
an older generation type of dude. You like Michael
Here we
Jordan,
go.
cool. But listen, every time when there's a debate going on with you and with Michael Jordan and LeBron James, you always got something to say about LBJ. And I'm here to say, bro, LeBron's better than Jordan. I said it. I said it, bro. I
You
said it,
better,
bro.
man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you right now.
Bro,
First of all,
look at, okay,
don't,
Steven,
don't you even
look at
don't
the
you even
level
think
that he's
about it.
performing.
Don't you even think about coming on this show with that guy. Don't you do
Michael,
it?
Michael Jordan ain't never had 50,000 points. Okay, let's talk about that real quick, okay?
He ain't played 25
LeBron
years.
James is 40 years old, and he's performing better than half of the people in the league right now.
See,
Do you understand that?
you see,
Do you
this
understand
is
that?
You hear this? Okay, we got 70 and 86. So Kai is. I'm gonna
don't
play it
you
again.
even
Look
Listen,
at
don't
the
you
let's go
even
back.
level
think
that he's
about it.
performing.
Don't you even think about coming on this show with that guy. Don't you do it?
Michael Jordan ain't never had 50,000 points. Okay, let's talk about that real quick, okay?
He ain't played 25
LeBron
years.
James is 40 years old, and he's performing better than half of the people in the league right now. Do you understand that? Do you
This
understand
the
that?
problem.
So because LeBron has scored 50,000 points, he's the best player ever played a game. That's what Kai Cenat's argument is. And my oh my God, my argument would have been back to him is how many times has LeBron lost in the finals? Six. How many times has Jordan lost in the finals? None. Okay, so that's what you play the game of basketball for. You play it to win championships, not to pad or I'm sorry, not to accumulate a whole bunch of meaningless stats. No one cares about that. And Michael Jordan didn't play the game for stats, but this what happens when you have a person like Kai on who's a YouTuber and he doesn't know anything about basketball. He doesn't know anything about basketball. Well, yeah, efficiency is better than longevity. You're absolutely correct with that. So it's like what they're doing is because 50,000 points only means something because LeBron lost six times in the NBA Finals. So because he lost six times in the NBA Finals, they gotta hold on to anything to try to continue this narrative, right? They gotta hold on to anything. Well, he scored 40, he passed Kareem. I gotta be honest. I wasn't hearing anything about Kareem, which I feel that Kareem could be disrespected, in terms of his basketball legacy. Um, he's a little bit overrated also, but in certain aspects, right? Because he Magic Johnson really brought the best out of Kareem and Oscar. However, uh, Kareem was the all-time scoring leader. Wait, 38,000 points, right? Six titles, just like Jordan. Six regular season MVPs. So he got one more regular season MVP than Jordan. And the thing that he doesn't have that Jordan has, Jordan in the more important aspect of the game, more Finals MVPs. Kareem only has two. So when you look at that, the other four times that Kareem was in the finals, he had to be carried, and I think that he might have. Yeah, he had to be carried. He had to be carried by Magic, right? So Michael didn't have to. You can't say that about Michael because Michael had to shoulder the burden on the offensive end more than anything. He scored and assisted on majority of the points in order for them to actually succeed and win. Can't say that about Kareem in those other situations. And I want to say I think he might have won he might have won the Finals MVP on a two, averaging 13 points a game. Well, that's ridiculous. That's just you know come on, man. So with that being said, no one was really talking about the scoring title. No one was talking about the scoring title until now. Not the scoring record. It's not a title. He traveled. No one was talking about that scoring record until now. Now all of a sudden, it's whoa, he scored 50,000. He's been playing since he's in high school. He's been playing since 2003, and not only has he been playing since 2003, the rule changes make it easy to score. He's been holding. He's the offense is kind of built around him, right? There's no real big that's in the game. No one really, not like in the '90s where you had the Karl Malones, the Shaqs, and all those type of, players in the paint. And he's had the luxury of playing with some of the best players that ever played a game. Look at this. Look at this nonsense, man. Look at this.
In the
Hold on.
greatness
Hold on.
that's going on
Hold
right
on.
now.
Hold on. This is the problem with the young whippersnappers like yourself. This is the problem, okay?
So Luka has
LeBron James,
27.
we just started the show.
Hey, Queen Lee, it's 8
raving
minutes left.
about his
I don't know why
greatness, his
Josh Hart isn't
unparalleled
shooting that shot.
greatness, okay? And
Josh
we
is
give
wide
him all
open
the
and he's
credit in the
passing up.
world, and then some young whippersnapper
And
like
Cameron
yourself
Payne
will
is
come
the
on the
one.
show and go like this.
Oh, my God, Cameron Payne is the one
It's
that
like,
shooting.
wait a minute. I mean, y'all want us to give him a bib and an apron too? What do you want to do, give him a pacifier? I mean, damn.
That was an embarrassment, though, having Kai on there debating with Stephen A. Smith. That was an embarrassment to me. That's an embarrassment. I know that Stephen A. is more knowledgeable. He's been watching basketball. I'm not saying everything that comes out. I agree with everything that comes out of Stephen A.'s mouth, but he's older than me, and he covered Jordan in the '90s and stuff. So they've been watching basketball longer than Kai. Kai wasn't probably even born. So it's like, why would you have someone like that on the show, other than the fact that they were trying to, uh, get the audience ratings up? Knicks got to close this game out, but yeah,
Cause I ain't
yeah,
gonna
this is
lie,
Kai
Steven.
here, right here.
You when it comes to LeBron James, you start hating. That's how I feel. Cause I feel like you more of an older generation type of dude. You like Michael
Here we
Jordan.
go.
And that's
Cool.
the only
But listen,
argument that
every
they
time
have, these
when
young
there's a
folks.
debate
Well,
going
you
on with,
hating.
with you and with Michael Jordan
you
and
give your
LeBron James, you always
opinion,
got
they
something
say
to say
that you
about
hating.
LBJ. And I'm here to say, bro, LeBron's better than Jordan. I said it. I said it, bro. I said it, bro.
Man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you right now.
Bro,
First of all,
look at- okay,
don't
Steven,
you even
look at
don't
the
you even
level
think
that he's
about it.
performing.
Don't you even think about coming on this show with that guy. Don't you do it?
Michael Jordan ain't never had 50,000 points. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Okay.
He ain't play.
Exactly. He ain't played 25 years.
LeBron
years.
James is full.
Nonsense, man. Nonsense. Nonsense. But they did get the ratings out of it because this went viral. This little clip went viral. All right. 90 to 86 minutes and 55 seconds. MJ three-peated, two three-peats, beat that Braun. Yeah, oh yeah, that's another, yeah, that's I mean, that's a good argument too. Like LeBron James has never won 3 championships in a row. So that you know how hard that is to do, to win 3 championships in a row, 91, 92, 93. I mean, the closest maybe he could have came to it when he's in Miami, but he ended up leaving Miami and went to Cleveland, got beat some more, and then he's in LA. So it's like, that's dominance right there. Anytime you can win 3 championships, retire, come back and win another 3 championships in a row. So, so what we're saying is when Michael was at the top of the pinnacle, no one could beat him. When LeBron was at the top of his pinnacle, he was able to get beat. When LeBron was at the top of the mountain, he could get beat by Steph Curry's and the Tim Duncans and everybody. When Michael had the belt title, that wasn't happening. He made sure he got the job done, made sure they won the championship. So there's a difference, man. There's a difference. Let's bring up Lee Kendrick Perkins again. But this is where we're going with the NBA. You got to bring up ESPN. You got to bring up Kai Cenat, who's a YouTuber playing 2K to try to convince us that LeBron James is the GOAT. And the only argument they have is he scored 50,000 or he scored 40K. Jamie Foxx was saying the same thing. That's the only argument. They don't have any other argument. They can't say it's because of the, he got more rings than Jordan, he more scoring titles, more defensive player of the year awards, more steal titles. They can't say any of the things that really matter. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, but he scored them. It's almost like going to a basketball game or playing in a basketball game. You lose the game and then you come home and say, well, I did my part. I scored 40. Did your team win? No, I scored 40. And that's kind of the way basketball is perceived today. Like there's so much emphasis on scoring that nothing else matters. There's so much emphasis on scoring that nothing else matters. You analytics, did you get your 30? Not like, hey, I would rather score 20 and my team win than to score 40 and we lose. That's the culture today. That's where we're going. They don't really preach winning. I think when Kobe retired, I believe that mentality actually went out the window. When Kobe retired, that Mamba mentality, that winning mentality went out the window. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Winning is better than stats, but what they're doing is it shows you how important the media is. It shows you how important the media is. What they're doing right now is it's like they're programming everyone's mind to believe something new in order to control the sales. But what ends up happening is uh, the sales still don't meet the amount of media manipulation and control that's injected into uh, the people who are glued to the analytics mind. So, they're injecting this stuff into your mind because they know half the people aren't going to sit down and research it and search out the matters of what they're telling them, so they're just going to quote it. It's the same thing, when you're any type of system that they want to sell you in. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like when you go to school, it's a system, and then they give you the knowledge that they want you to have, and uh they build you and prepare you to get a job, right? And then I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes, a lot of times, people can get good jobs and they go on to be successful. But sometimes, a lot of times in this world, it's like you end up with a debt, right? And they don't train you to be a business person or an entrepreneur, and it's kind of hard for you people to walk out into those paths because they've been trained to have a 9 to 5. It's the same thing here. They train your mind to believe that, oh, 50,000 points, no one's ever done that. But winning isn't important. 5 minutes and 37 seconds on the game clock. And there's some BS going on right now. You got to close out the game. You got to win by 20 to win by 1. If you understand what I'm saying. Okay? You got to win by 20 if you want to win by 1. The Lakers are at home. You're not going to get the calls. Good steal. Good steal. Go. Go. And Doncic is yelling at the ref, and he still doesn't get a technical. He's like a big baby. Stick a diaper on him. He still doesn't get a technical. Anybody else yells at the referee like that, that's a tech automatically. Good steal. That's good defense. You want to win this game, you're going to have to play perfect. Damn near. That's a clean steal. That's a clean steal. That's a clean steal. I'm so disappointed in Karl Anthony Towns. Now he missed the free throw. Every time I look up, Karl Anthony Towns is having a good game against every team except the Lakers. And it's not, I don't think it's anything that they're doing. He's just kind of a passive scorer. He's kind of a person that just, like, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And he has all the ability to dominate the game. Like, what is he even out there for? Come on, Hart. All right, he knocks down that free throw. And that's what I'm saying. Every point gonna count. You can't miss a free throw right now. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 seconds. I can't miss a free throw. See, This is why you can't miss a free throw. All right, 91-87. Tom Thibodeau is taking a timeout. Lakers are closing the gap right now. Lakers are closing the gap right now. Can the Knicks hold on? Or are they going to choke job so everybody could be glazing again? But I totally agree with you. Winning is better than stats. Absolutely. I would rather win than to lose. If I'm going gambling, yeah, I would rather win the gambling than actually to lose money. I wouldn't want to lose money. No one likes to lose unless you're a LeBron fan. It's okay. Losing is okay. They're like, oh well, it's okay. He lost. It's not his fault. But he scored 50,000 points. That's all that matters. And LeBron is trying to play as long as he can, because if he can, the way players get injured today and the way they low manage, it's probably going to be a long time, or that record may stand a very long time before someone can catch it. That record may stand a very long time before someone can actually catch it, and that's the only thing you'll be hearing Bron Sexton was. He scored the most points. Okay, and did you not see when he lost in 2007 in the NBA Finals? And then y'all want to give him a pass. Well, he was young. I guarantee you, if Jordan would have lost in the NBA Finals, there wouldn't have been no pass. Would have been no pass because y'all would have been bringing it up. Then what is it, 2011, when he went to Miami and got on TV and did the Dougie, teach me how to Dougie, and he was not one, not two, not three, not four. We're gonna win not five, but six, but 8 titles. Oh yeah, he just said at the end of the day it was just basketball. He did say that. But he also said not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. He said they were going to win 8 titles. And the first the first round, the first time they got to the NBA playoffs, they lost to Dirk. After being up 2-1. After 2-1, they lost. They was up 2-1 and they lost in the NBA finals. Got beat down by Jason Terry and Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry and Jason Kidd and the Miami Heat were the favorite going into that series, and they end up losing. So that was his second finals loss, right? Then they beat Oklahoma City. Then they went on and beat the San Antonio Spurs barely. Got saved by Ray Allen. Then right after that, after they got saved by Ray Allen, Curry comes along, beats him, gives him his third. And then you have no, that was his fourth, right? And then you have his fifth and sixth finals loss in 2017, 2018 when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors. That's the stuff that they won't talk to you about. They're only going to mention that he scored 50,000 points. Somebody got to do some scoring. Somebody got. He traveled, so somebody got to do some scoring. But yeah, mental mistakes. Josh Hart traveled, and Josh Hart is not confident in his 3-point shot because a lot of times tonight he's been wide open. And all right, now it's a 1-point lead. It's a 1-point lead. What are the Knicks going to do? I don't trust him. I don't trust the Knicks right now. Look at this. Can't finish. And a foul on Josh Hart. So the Knicks are getting ready to lose the game. The Knicks are getting ready to lose the game. Yep. Carl Anthony Towns. Jay, how many points does Carl Anthony Towns have? Look it up for me. See, he should have been taking that shot. Carl Anthony Towns should have been taking that shot a very long time ago. He's been open and he's costing his team. Are they going to challenge this? They're not going to challenge it. Carl Anthony Towns has 12 points. Carl Anthony Towns. Did Carl Anthony Towns get put in the top 75? Yeah, Brunson is playing. Let's look. Let's look it up and see. I want to say he was there. Carl. Oh, he traveled. No rebound. Gabe Vincent for three. There you go. There you go. Gabe Vincent. They didn't get the rebound. They're doing the stupidest things. Is it a timeout? The Knicks are just playing stupid basketball. They missed 4 or 5 shots in a row. He runs with the rebound. He runs. He doesn't have full. He takes off and he loses the ball. He just turns it over. And that's what I mean. It's like when they're games like this, I feel like that team deserves to lose because you have the game in your hand, but you're not closing it out. I don't even know what Carl Anthony Towns is out there. Brunson shoots a three. There was no reason for him to shoot the three at all. There was no reason. There's no reason for Carl Anthony Towns to be out there right now. He ain't adding nothing. He got 12 points. And last time he played, I think he had 6. Okay, you got 7. He fades away. Another big shot by Brunson. Now it's a tie game. I wouldn't take a timeout. But it should not be. Now don't do anything stupid, like pulling up a three. Just every time Doncic does something, it's a foul. Here it goes right here. He's driving. That's a foul. That's a foul. Because they know it's a foul. Doncic has 5 fouls. He's been out there hacking. But yeah, they got to play perfect basketball, man. He's holding the ball too long. See? That's idiotic. That's idiotic right there. Now they got to lose the game. Now they're about to lose the game. And the Knicks deserve to. The Knicks deserve to lose this game because they're making a lot of mental mistakes. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier, is the ratings. I'm sorry, the ratings are super down for a lot of these shows. I think they canceled the Around the Horn broadcast, so they got to have guys like Cenat come on. I think when I went to I think we went to a few NBA games this season, and they had the YouTubers really involved. The YouTubers were involved, like Jesser, Cenat in the All Star game. This is all done purposely because they need those guys to help try to bring in the ratings. They need those guys to try to help bring in the ratings. Yeah. Oh, that answer. Yeah. Yeah. The Knicks have to play. The Knicks have to play. Um, Carl Anthony Towns. I don't know where his head is, and I know he had a something to just pop up. Um, but he played like this the last game. He played like this the last game also. The last time they were in New York, I don't even think Anthony Davis played, and he just didn't. He didn't show up. So they brought him in to be a big time player in New York, and when it comes down to big moments, Carl Anthony Towns he just they turned the ball over. Yeah, the Knicks turned the ball over. Now I'm old school. I like. There you go. There you go. You go to the paint and you get the and one. That's what you have to do. You got to go to the paint and get the N1. The play, the play he made before, Brunson made before, he just pulled up for a three with 24 seconds on the shot clock and missed it. I'm old school. They said go to the paint. Don't take the three unless you have to. They didn't have to take that three. Now you got to play a little defense. Let's see if he can. Let's see what he can do here. Come on, Brunson. Okay, he tied the game. Now you got to play defense. You got to play. You got to play perfect defense. If Carl Anthony Towns could give you some something, Luca almost turned that over. LeBron. Okay, step up, step up, step up, step up. Brunson is called for a foul. I can't see if it was a foul or not. I need to. Oh yeah, he got LeBron on the arms. I don't know if these are free throws. Are they in the penalty? Oh, it was on Towns. Towns down there getting out rebounded. Okay, no, it's no. It's not a What do you call it? It's not free throw shooting. You got to catch the roller. You got to catch the roller. Timeout. 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 Woo! That's crazy. I think it's gonna go in overtime. I think it's gonna go overtime, but it should not be. It shouldn't be going this. They shouldn't be. They made a lot of mistakes, man. Josh Hart had so many opportunities to shoot that three. I know he's kind of off and on. He struggles with it, but man, you open. You gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot that. You can't be afraid. I said LeBrick swears he's Curry. I think he's 0 for 21 now. I think LeBron James is 0 for 21 in game winning shots, right? Is that 0 for 21 now for LeBron James in game and go ahead? He was 0 for 21, so he's 0 for 22 in the game. Uh, there, like I said, Carl Anthony Towns, man, he's a big ant. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. So Carl Anthony Towns has been considered one of the top 75 players, and Klay Thompson wasn't. That's okay. Brunson got the ball. He's about to get double teamed. They go into overtime. Uh, that was a bad draw up right there. Okay, look at this. Look at this here. They double teamed Brunson. He should have got rid of the ball right away. No one came for the ball. What happens when you get double teamed? Your teammate needs to run for the ball. They didn't. They stayed in their spots. They stayed in their spots. Now we got overtime. You're supposed to come for the basketball. That's what you're supposed to do. Might be one of the better games of the season. Uh, man, I don't necessarily know if it's one of the better games of the season. I just personally think that Carl Anthony Towns isn't bringing anything to the table. 12 points in this game, and the last time they played the Lakers in the Garden, I want to say he had 8 points and 5 fouls or something like that. And I don't understand. He's considered to be one of the top 75 players, yet Klay Thompson didn't make the list. Klay Thompson has 4 championships and is one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. Yet Klay didn't make the top 75 list. The Warriors don't win those championships without Klay Thompson. He was, you know. So how is it that they put Carl Anthony Towns in the top 75 and he got 12 points tonight? And he is a repeated offender. He chokes in big moments, and they brought Carl Anthony Towns to New York to win a championship. They brought him there to win a championship, and if you got to rely on this guy to get you over the hurdle, he ain't it. I'm looking at it. I'm telling you, he not it. Now, when he was playing with Ant Edwards, it was a little better because Ant Edwards is a dog. Ant Edwards is the person he's trying to go at you. He's trying to get his points. He's assertive, and it just opened up the game a little bit better for Carl. But right now, they brought him in to bring the alpha male on this team, and Carl Anthony Towns is offering nothing. There's no way they should be in overtime right now. There's no way they should be in overtime. But good layup by Brunson. Bad decision at the end to hold the ball that long. They didn't have another timeout. They held the ball way too long, and his teammates didn't come get the ball. By the time Josh Hart got the ball, he had to dribble, and the clock ran out. Terrible draw up. You know what I'm saying? Terrible draw up. What the Knicks need now is someone to uh, help them offensively score. They need scoring right now because Carl Anthony Towns isn't providing you anything. You got to rely on Brunson, who's going to be double teamed from here out. Bridges, I don't even think Bridges is offering anything. He's off and on too. This ain't the same Mikal Bridges that was in Phoenix. All right, look at the dribbling. Look at the dribbling. Too much dribbling. Anunoby. Okay, Carl Anthony Towns rebound. And nothing. They hoist up 2 3-point shots and get nothing. Now Carl got Luca on him. Luca's gonna try to shoot because he feels it's a mismatch, and he scores. He had a mismatch because yeah. Oh, you got to be kidding me, man! You got to put Carl Anthony Towns out of his misery. If I if I was Steven, You got to put him out. This dude is terrible, man. He can't make a layup. Doncic hits a layup overtime. I mean, another three overtimes. A timeout. There you go. Night, night. This game is probably over with now. But why do you have Carl Anthony Towns on Luka in the first place? I don't understand that matchup either. You might want to have Anna Nobley on him. What's going on, man? You see these Knicks? These are the Knicks that's supposed to win a championship with a top 75 player named Carl Anthony Towns, who has 12 points. And he had 10 points the last time they played the Lakers. Carl Anthony Towns has 12 points. Nah, man, this game ain't fixed. I don't believe it is. The Knicks are choking. Now, I usually say games are fixed, but the Knicks choke. They're choking in this game. Carl Anthony Towns is not giving you anything. He has 12 points. Carl Anthony Towns has, I'm not saying there could have been some calls or something, but you brought in from to be the main dog, and you got 12 points. Come on, how you gonna win? How is your team gonna win when you the main dog and you only got 12 points? He out there doing Carl Anthony Towns is out there doing nothing. Carl Anthony Towns is out there getting cardio. All right, LeBron fouls Brunson. Brunson is going to the free throw line. 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And can they get some defensive stops? Because that's what it's going to. And they can't have Carl Anthony Towns out there guarding uh, Luka. But yes. Well, Luka is carrying them. The Lakers are a +7 when Luka is on the court and a -9 when he's off the court. So Luka is carrying LeBron. LeBron was the one that missed the go-ahead game winner. 4-point lead. They need a deep. Well, Brunson is actually having a good game. It's Carl Anthony Towns. Towns is doing nothing. What is Carl Anthony Towns there for? A top 75 player with 12 points. Who made this top 75 list? We need to talk. All right, Luka again. Luka gives the ball to LeBron. LeBron don't want the ball, so he throws it back to Luka because he wants Luka to ride him home. But guess who's still guarding Luka Doncic? Carl Anthony Towns. Why does Tibbs, who is a defensive mastermind, have Luka Doncic guarding him? Brunson again. Okay, now who's on him? You got Anunoby that's actually on him, but they're getting a switch. They're switching. Okay, now he's on LeBron James. Reed hits the three. 107 to 103 right now. That's a block. It's a block. Yeah, that's a block. That's a block. They take forever to inbound the ball. So who's going to help Brunson? It's going to be Hart. All right, Brunson is going back to the free throw line. Brunson back to the free throw line. But there's nobody who's going to help Brunson. Brunson has 35 points. They brought Carl Anthony Towns over to help him. They brought Towns over, and Towns is offering nothing. Carl Anthony Towns is giving them nothing. Chad ain't on the top 75 list. Are you sure? I thought he was there when Michael Jordan. Let me see. In April 2023, the Athletic included Towns in their top 75 list. Look it up. He was there. Yeah, Carl Anthony Towns made the list of the top 75 players in the NBA, but Kyrie didn't make it. You see what I'm saying? That list is flawed, very flawed. All right, you need to help. You need to help. You need to help. Help out. Help, help, help. Cat should not be, but he actually made the list. Brunson, bonehead Brunson pulled up a three with 24 seconds on the clock. Bonehead Brunson. This is why I'm saying that would have got your ass benched. In the 90s, you would have got benched for that. Oh, Brunson is hurt. He's holding his Achilles. It's over. LeBron James, dirty ass. LeBron James just hurt Brunson. That's a foul. How they gonna challenge that? That's a foul. Yeah, Luka fouled him right there. Before he. That's a foul. Luka fouled him. What you mean challenge? Oh, it's a foul, man. Y'all got to stop this nonsense, man. That's a foul. That's a foul all day, all long. He was fouled. If they overturn this, now this is the part of the rigging that that's a foul. Now, is Brunson going to be able to stay?
Moving diagonally into the path of Brunson and makes him make contact to the left side of his body. Therefore, the challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, it's a foul. Now, Brunson's hurt. Is Brunson going to be able to stay in the game hobbled up? Are they gonna have to pull Brunson out because Brunson is hurt? Brunson always gets hurt. Can he continue? I don't think he can continue. This happened in the playoffs, right? Brunson got injured in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm worried right now. Sam, I'm worried right now. I'm worried about Brunson because ain't nobody else doing no scoring for him. Carl Anthony Towns, Tibbs got him on Luca. I'm sitting. Well, maybe he's in there to rebound the ball, but Jesus, who did they sub out? They subbed out Mikal Bridges. Hell, I would have left Mikal Bridges in there. I do not like Towns. Is. They got a foul to give, so should they give this foul now, or what should they do? Is he all right? So Brunson's finished. Brunson is done. So now this game is probably over with right now. This game is over with right now because now your best player is out the game. Lakers get lucky right now. They get lucky right now. Carl Anthony Towns ain't gonna give you anything. Towns commits the foul. Ain't this crazy? Brunson got hurt. 37 points. Does anybody do the Knicks have anybody else that can step up for him? Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Man, this is crazy, man. Jalen Brunson. Yeah, once Brunson went to the locker room, that's game. Yeah, Brunson just got hurt. You think they doing that? Well, he twisted his ankle. I seen him twist his ankle going to the paint. Austin Reeves made him twist his ankle. Brunson is always getting hurt, man. He's always getting hurt. But damn, it's in the wrong. He gets hurt at the wrong time. It's like it's a few seconds left in this game, and you need Brunson out there, man, to make something happen because ain't nobody else making it happen. Cat ain't doing nothing. Cat can't create his own shot. Cat, he needs a point guard to get him the ball and then get right. And they're denying him the ball and they're double teaming him. So I don't know, who's going to score. Who do you put in for your point guard? But this has been the story of the Knicks' life. They're putting McBride. I'm surprised Jackson Hayes made his free throws. He usually chokes. You don't have to shoot a three. Look at Karl Anthony Towns. Nothing. Nothing. Look at us holding the basketball. All right, look. Loose ball foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Look at this. McBride shoots it. They hit a penalty. Now it goes to the free throw line. Game over. Now the game is over. Who's on the line? James? James on the line? Carl Towns picked up his fifth. Yeah, this is the game right here. Game's over. Night night, everybody. Game's over. I don't know. McBride got in and held the ball too long. He held the ball down to where he was forced to make it. Like no one, like they don't have a play drawn up. Was that couldn't have been the play? That was a terrible play. That was terrible. LeBron makes the second. That's the game. Two possession game right here. Karl Anthony Towns, nothing. They got a foul right away. They don't have a shot creator. Brunson was their shot creator. So who you want to foul is Hayes, but they probably gonna take Hayes out the game. I think they took Hayes out the game. Anunoby misses the free throw. That's huge right there. Are the Knicks out of time? The Knicks out of timeouts? Are they out of timeouts? And the Knicks lose. And the Knicks lose. They got the Celtics on Saturday. The Nets, the Bucks, the Nuggets. Yeah, yeah. So Brunson got injured. Uh, I don't know if it was Achilles injury or a calf injury, but Brunson was holding his lower leg. So yeah, Brunson was holding his lower leg. So I'm sure they're gonna have to get an MRI on that situation, make sure there's no tear. It looked like he was able to put pressure on it, but you never know. After looking at the Kyrie Irving injury, he was able to put pressure on it. But once Brunson went out, I kind of knew because Carl Anthony Towns he wasn't offering anything this game, more of a liability. I don't know what Carl's plus minus was, but Brunson is the only person that actually create his shot on the Lakers. I'm sorry, on the Knicks team. They don't have any other shot creators. Carl is going to depend on you getting the ball to him. Carl was getting double teamed, but Carl just doesn't have that like you can't stop me mentality. It's almost like he plays down to I don't know, like I don't know. This is the second game that Carl Anthony Towns wasn't able to offer anything. The second game, once in New York and this one in LA. And on top of it, um, yeah, he's their top guy. So this kind of lets you know the ceiling for the Knicks in terms of if they're going to win a championship or not, because they don't have it. Brunson's injury, that was a freak, injury. They don't have anybody that can create their own offense, and they brought Carl Anthony Towns in, who really can't create his offense. 'Cause, I mean, that's not really his position. He's a big. And so, with that being said, um, you kind of knew that they backed themselves into the hole. They need a point. They need another point guard that can create their own shot. They need another point guard that can create their own shot. Let's look at this. Let's see. Let's go here. Boom. Player stats. Let's look at the Lakers. Luka Doncic 32. He outscored LeBron James. LeBron James has 31. So Luka Doncic once again outscored LeBron and is carrying the team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this game. I'm going to get off this live, but the Knicks make a lot of mental mistakes, and that's what you have for tonight. But we're going.